If you've been around Harvest, you know that I like to research the size of the universe. This is one of the things that blew me away this week. Scientists now say that the actual universe, which they cannot measure, is to the known universe. For years in science class, you were told about the known universe. How many people remember hearing in science class the known universe? Well, scientists now say that the actual universe is to the known universe as the known universe is to an atom. All right? And ever expanding, and behind all of it, a God who spoke and the worlds were formed. I like this. Max Lucado says that the number one missionary in the universe is the universe. Psalm 19:1 says that the heavens are declaring the glory of God, that the universe itself is shouting, there's a God, there's a God. And John 3:16, of course, begins with the existence of this God. Now, in messages gone by, we've spent a lot of time on arguments for the existence of God. The cosmological argument is what I was just going through, the fact that what exists shouts the reality of some cause. Every effect must have a cause. Then the evidential argument, the fact that design shouts a designer. And if I were to take my watch and say to you, well, this watch came from an explosion in space, you would say that seems somewhat unlikely, but what if my watch was as big as this room? Well, still, but it couldn't come from an explosion. Well, what if my watch was as big as the state of Illinois? Could it come from an explosion then? Well, what if my watch was as big as and as complicated as the United States of America or the planet Earth? Well, you say it doesn't matter how big you make it, it still would seem like it would be less likely to come from an explosion, and I agree. And if you agree, then you're supporting the evidential argument for God's existence. Then there's the moral argument. The moral argument for God's existence is if there is no God, then there is no evil. And if there is no evil, then there's no right and wrong. And if there is no right and wrong, then why do you feel guilty all the time? Why does your own conscience condemn you when you lie or steal? Why do you lay awake when you've slandered someone or injured their reputation? In your heart of hearts, you know that you're wrong. And why do you struggle to admit the wrong if there is no right and wrong? But there is.